Welcome back to Coins Tool, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies. These humble coins have been a part of American currency since 1909, but did you know some of them could be worth a fortune? Today's video, we'll explore the secrets behind the 1970 Lincoln penny, why it's so valuable, and how you could strike it rich with one simple coin. Stay tuned. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of American currency since its debut in 1909. By the 1970s, billions of pennies were being minted annually, including at the Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark. However, not all pennies are created equal, and this is where the story of the 1970 penny gets fascinating. First, let's look at the basics. The 1970 penny was minted in Denver and features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It's made of a copper alloy, which was standard for pennies at the time. Over 2.9 billion of these were produced, so how can one possibly be worth millions? The answer lies in errors and varieties. The 1970 penny has a few incredibly rare variations that make collectors go wild. Let's break them down. One of the most famous varieties of the 1970 penny is the double die obverse, or DDO. This happens when a coin's die is improperly aligned, causing the design to appear doubled. Look closely at the lettering, especially Liberty and the date 1970. If you notice doubling, you might have a valuable error coin. Collectors love these types of errors because they're so rare and visually striking. A double die obverse 1970 penny in mint condition has sold for thousands of dollars at auction. But wait, there's more! The 1970 penny also has other valuable variations, like coins struck on the wrong planchet. Imagine a penny struck on a dime or nickel planchet. It's a rare accident that makes these coins incredibly desirable. So, how does a 1970 penny end up being worth $1.9 million? That staggering price comes from unique combinations of rarity, condition, and demand. Coins graded by professionals like PCGS or NGC in top conditions, known as MS67 or MS68, can fetch extraordinary prices. And if you add an error or variety into the mix, the value skyrockets. Now, how can you determine if your 1970 penny is valuable? Here's a quick checklist. Look for errors. Check for doubling, planchet errors, or misalignments. Examine the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for coins with minimal scratches or wear. Get your coin graded. Professional grading services like PCGS can authenticate and grade your coin, giving you an accurate valuation. Consult an expert. Take your coin to a numismatist or reputable coin dealer for a professional opinion. So, do you have a 1970 penny worth $1.9 million? Start checking those piggy banks and coin jars, because you never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. And remember, even if your 1970 penny isn't the $1 million jackpot, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. That's not bad for a penny, right? We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1973 Lincoln 1-cent penny, worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million on the market. Is it in your pocket right now? Let's find out. Close-up shots of a few 1973 pennies on a table. A zoomed-in view of Lincoln's profile. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1973 Lincoln penny was minted as part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, introduced way back in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. In 1973, these pennies were made from a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. Historical footage of the U.S. Mint operations in the 1970s. Millions of pennies were minted in 1973 across 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint left its own unique mark, or in some cases, didn't. And that's where things start to get exciting. Animation showing a standard 1973 penny morphing into a rare variety with glowing effects. Not all 1973 pennies are worth millions, of course. What makes this one so special? It comes down to a combination of rarity, errors, and condition. Highlight an error penny with text overlay reading. Mint error, double die obverse. Point one of the reasons collectors are willing to pay big bucks for 1973 pennies is the presence of rare minting errors. For example, some coins feature a double die obverse, meaning the front side, or heads, has a doubling effect in the text or Lincoln's profile. Another key factor is the mint mark. Pennies from Denver, marked D, or San Francisco, marked S, are generally more common, but Philadelphia pennies with rare variations, like a missing mint mark or unusual features, can skyrocket in value. News headlines and auction footage of rare coin sales. Now, here's the $1 million, or should I say, $1.8 million question. Why was a 1973 Lincoln penny sold for such an astronomical price? A montage of collectors inspecting coins under magnifying glasses. Point one specific 1973 penny, sold at auction for $1.8 million, had several standout characteristics. It was an ultra-rare error coin, possibly a prototype or test strike, never meant for public circulation. Experts believe it was struck using a mix of experimental materials, making it a true one-of-a-kind treasure. A certified coin in a professional-grade slab with a label reading MS68, mint state 68. To top it off, the coin's condition was near perfect. It was graded MS68, one of the highest grades a coin can receive, meaning it looked almost as flawless as the day it was minted. A price chart with varying values based on coin condition and mint marks. Now, let's talk about today's market value. Most 1973 Lincoln pennies aren't worth more than their face value, just 1 cent. However, if your penny is in pristine condition or has a unique error, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, a 1973 penny graded MS67 recently sold for around $1,000. Double die errors or other anomalies can fetch anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000, depending on the rarity and demand. A step-by-step demonstration of examining a penny with a magnifying glass. Wondering if you have a rare 1973 penny? Here's how you can check. Inspect the mint mark. Look for a D, S, or the absence of a mark. Search for errors. Check for doubling in the lettering or unusual blemishes. Evaluate the condition. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for scratches or wear. The better the condition, the more it's worth. Get it graded. If you think you've struck gold, send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Visual: a coin collector's display case filled with rare coins. Becoming a successful coin collector takes patience and knowledge. Here are a few quick tips. Always check your pocket change. You never know what treasure you might find. Visit coin shows and online forums to learn from experienced collectors. Invest in tools like a magnifying glass, a coin scale, and storage supplies to protect your finds. The penny spinning again with the text "You have won" appearing on screen.so. Could a 1973 Lincoln penny make you a millionaire? Check your loose change. Get hunting, and who knows, you might just discover the next big treasure. We're diving into a hot topic that's got collectors buzzing. Yes, the 1978 D Lincoln penny. Rumors are swirling that one of these coins fetched a staggering $1.7 million at auction. Is it true? Could there be a treasure sitting in your pocket change? Stick around to find out. First, let's break it down. The 1978 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, hence the D mint mark just below the date. Over 4 billion of these pennies were struck in 1978, which makes them seem pretty common, right? But as we coin enthusiasts know, the devil is in the details. Not all 1970 AD pennies are created equal. There are three main factors that make a coin worth big money. Is it in near-perfect state, or what we call mint condition? When it comes to the 1970 AD penny, all three of these factors can come into play. Let's explore each one. One reason a coin can skyrocket in value is due to errors. For the 1970 AD penny, collectors are on the lookout for rare minting mistakes like double die obverse or reverse. This happens when the design is struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect. Off-center strikes. Part of the design is missing because the blank wasn't properly aligned in the press. Die cracks or cuts. Flaws on the minting die can leave raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin. If your 1970 AD penny has one of these errors, its value could jump from 1 cent to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In some rare cases, collectors have paid over $10,000 for high-grade error pennies. Even without errors, a 1970 AD penny can be worth more than face value if it's in pristine condition. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC grade coins on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, uncirculated coin. For example, a 1970 AD penny graded MS67 or higher can sell for several $100s. Why? Because out of the billions minted, finding one in such perfect condition is incredibly rare. Now, let's get to the burning question. Did a 1970 AD penny really sell for $1.7 million? The short answer, no, but there's more to the story. This claim likely originated from misinformation or a misinterpreted auction record. While some pennies, like the 1943 bronze wheat cent or the 1909 SVDB, have sold for millions, there's no verified record of a 1970 AD penny reaching anywhere near $1.70 million. However, that doesn't mean your 1970 AD penny can't be valuable. With the right error or condition, it could still fetch a surprising price. So, what's the current market value of the 1970 AD penny? For a standard circulated penny, it's worth face value, just 1 cent. But here's where it gets interesting. High-grade uncirculated examples, MS65 and above, can sell for $50 to $300. Rare error coins can go for $500 to $10,000 depending on the error and condition. If you think you've found a rare 1970 AD penny, it's worth getting it authenticated and graded by a professional service. At the end of the day, the 1970 AD Lincoln penny is a fascinating coin with plenty of potential for collectors. While the $1.7 million claim might be a myth, you could still uncover a valuable gem in your spare change. So, what are you waiting for? Check those piggy banks, examine those coin jars, and who knows, you might just strike it rich. We're diving into one of the most exciting mysteries in coin collecting. Could your pocket change be hiding a 1980 Lincoln penny worth as much as $1.6 million? Yes, you heard that right. A humble penny, minted in 1980, could potentially fetch an astronomical value if it meets certain rare conditions. In this video, we'll break down why this penny could be so valuable, what makes it special, and how you can identify if your penny is the jackpot coin collectors dream about. Before we jump into what makes this penny special, let's talk about its history. The 1980 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small d mint mark right below the date on the coin. In 1980, billions of these pennies were struck. Yes, billions, making them a common coin in circulation even today. However, just because billions were minted doesn't mean they're all worth the same. Most 1980 pennies are only worth face value, a single cent, unless they have rare errors, high grades, or unique features that set them apart. And that's where the story of the $1.6 million penny begins. So, why is there buzz about a 1980 penny being worth $1.6 million? The answer lies in its condition, minting errors, and grading. Let me break these down for you. Point one of the most sought-after features in any coin is a minting error. These occur when something goes wrong during the production of the coin. For the 1980 penny, known errors include double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks. A double die error, for example, occurs when the coin's design is struck twice by the die, creating a slightly doubled image, especially noticeable in the lettering or Lincoln's face. Collectors will pay thousands for these kinds of rare errors. The next factor is the coin's grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. Most pennies in circulation have scratches, wear, and tear, which lowers their grade. But a 1980 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, with a grade of MS68 or higher is incredibly rare. One of these could fetch upwards of $10,000 or more depending on the collector's market. Some coins gain value due to unique features, like an uncharacteristic shine or color from minting materials. Others are valuable because of their historical significance or if they belong to a well-documented collection. In the case of the rumored $1.6 million penny, it's believed that this was either a one-of-a-kind mint error or a coin that achieved a perfect grade combined with extraordinary rarity. So, how can you tell if your 1980 penny is worth more than a single cent? Here's a step-by-step guide. Make sure it has the small d below the date. No mint mark means it was struck in Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to inspect the coin closely. Check for doubling in the lettering, unusual cracks, or an off-center strike. Does your penny look brand new? Is it free of scratches and blemishes? The better its condition, the higher its grade. If you think your penny is special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can determine its official grade and authenticate its value. Now, let's talk numbers. A standard 1980 penny in circulated condition is worth face value, just 1 cent. But pennies with minor errors can sell for $10 to $100, and uncirculated coins graded above MS65 can fetch $500 or more at auction. The coin rumored to be worth $1.6 million likely combined an extraordinary error with a perfect grade, making it a once-in-a-lifetime find. While no such sale has been publicly documented, rare coin experts believe it's entirely possible for a unique 1980 penny to achieve this value in today's market. Right now, high-grade or error pennies from 1980 regularly sell for thousands, with collectors actively seeking these rare gems. Before you go digging through your change jar, let me give you some final tips. You never know where a rare coin might be hiding. A magnifying glass and coin reference guide are invaluable for spotting hidden treasures. Coin values fluctuate with the market, so keep an eye on auctions and collector forums. So, could your 1980 penny really be worth $1.6 million? The odds are slim, but with billions of pennies in circulation, it's not impossible. The key is knowing what to look for and keeping your eyes peeled for those rare features. Let me know in the comments if you've found any rare coins, and don't. Did you know that 1 penny could change your life? Yes, we're talking about a single copper coin from 1982 with a D mint mark that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.50 million in today's market. Party popper, let's dive into why this coin is so valuable, how you can spot one, and what makes it a dream come true for collectors. Before we get to the million-dollar details, let's first understand the context. In 1982, the United States Mint made a huge decision to switch from copper pennies to zinc pennies. Why? It was all about cost saving. Producing copper pennies was getting too expensive, so the Mint began using zinc with a thin copper coating. Here's the tricky part. In 1982, the Mint struck both copper and zinc pennies. That means you'll find both types for this year, making it a transitional year for coin collectors. And amidst this transition, an ultra-rare error coin emerged, the 1982 small date Lincoln cent made of copper. So what makes the 1982 small date penny so special? First, it's the material. Most 1982 pennies are made of zinc, but a few were accidentally struck in copper. This was a genuine mint error, and that's what makes it worth big money today. But wait, there's more! It's not just about the copper composition. The key detail here is the small date variety. Let's quickly explain the difference between small date and large date. Look here at the 1982 penny designs. On the small date variety, the numbers are thinner and more delicate. The 2 in 1982 is straight and doesn't curve as much. On the large date, the numbers are thicker and bolder. It's subtle, but trust me, these details matter. Now, here's a pro tip to identify if your 1982 penny is made of copper or zinc. Check the weight. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. You'll need a precise digital scale for this test. If your penny weighs 3.11 grams and has the small date design with the D mint mark, congratulations, you might be holding the coin of a lifetime. One of these rare 1982 small date copper pennies sold for an incredible $1.5 million at auction. That's because serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a coin like this. It's the perfect storm of rarity, error, and history. Now, you might be wondering, how can you find one of these rare pennies? Here are some tips. Check your change. Even today, old pennies still circulate. Search penny rolls. Get rolls from the bank and start hunting. Visit coin shops or shows. Some dealers might have overlooked this rare variety. Join online coin forums. Share your finds and learn from experienced collectors. Let's talk about market value. While the $1 million sale was extraordinary, even a verified 1982 small date copper penny in lesser condition can fetch thousands of dollars. The value depends on its grade, which is a measure of how well preserved it is. Proof-like quality or higher, over $1.5 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. Could I really have this rare penny? The answer is yes, but you've got to put in the effort to find it. Remember, millions of 1982 pennies were made, so patience is key. And hey, even if you don't find the $1.5 million penny, the hunt itself can be so much fun. You'll learn a lot about coins, history, and maybe even spark a lifelong hobby. So what are you waiting for? Grab your coin jars, magnifying glass, and scale, and start your search for the 1982 small date copper penny. Who knows? You might be the next millionaire collector. We're diving into the incredible story of a 1985 Lincoln cent with a mint mark that has shocked collectors and is rumored to be worth a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. Stick around as we uncover the details, how this value is calculated, and what makes it so rare. First, let's set the stage. The Lincoln cent, or penny, has been a staple of American currency since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or head side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse from 1959 to 2008. But why are we talking about the 1985 penny specifically? In 1985, millions of these pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mint mark indicates where the coin was made. No mint mark for Philadelphia, a D for Denver, and an S for San Francisco. While most of these pennies are ordinary, some are incredibly valuable because of rare errors, unique minting quirks, or even specific historical circumstances. So, how did a 1985 penny go from being worth just 1 cent to being valued at an astounding $1.4 million? The story is a mix of rarity, error, and a booming collector's market. The exact penny in question is said to have a rare mint error. Mint errors can include double dies, misstrikes, or off-center designs. These are mistakes that happen during the production process, and collectors love them. For the 1985 penny, one particular coin, likely with an extreme or unique minting error, caught the attention of the numismatic community. Add in factors like condition, rarity, and demand, and the value skyrocketed. Alright, now here's the part you've been waiting for. How can you spot a potentially valuable 1985 Lincoln penny? Here's what to check. Look for irregularities in the mint mark under the date. Is it doubled? Misaligned? Missing altogether? Condition. A coin in mint state, perfect or near perfect condition, will fetch a higher price. Die errors. Look for doubling of letters or numbers, particularly on the word liberty or the date. Material anomalies. Rare cases of coins being struck on the wrong planchet, metal disc, can increase value. Authentication. Always have your coin verified by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Let's talk about the jaw-dropping $1.4 million valuation. While this figure has been rumored in collector circles, it's essential to understand that such a price reflects the absolute top tier of rarity and demand. For most coins, even rare ones, the value is significantly lower. A typical 1985 penny in mint condition might sell for 50 cents to $1.50, while a significant error coin could go for thousands. The $1.4 million figure likely represents a unique, one-of-a-kind coin that may never appear on the market again. As of today, the market for collectible coins is hotter than ever. Auctions and private sales regularly see jaw-dropping prices for rare finds. To give you an idea, coins like the 1943 copper penny and the 1909 SVB Lincoln cent have sold for hundreds of thousands. While we haven't seen public proof of the $1.4 million sale for a 1985 penny, the buzz alone has collectors scouring their change jars. Who knows? You could be next. Before we wrap up, here are 3 quick tips for anyone interested in coin collecting or hunting for rare pennies. Invest in a magnifying glass or loupe. This will help you examine fine details like doubling or mint marks. Learn grading basics. Understand how coin grading works. It's the key to knowing your coin's worth. Join a community. Connect with other collectors online or through local coin clubs to share knowledge and tips. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins. Did you know that a 1999 Lincoln cent, just a simple penny, could potentially be worth millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. Grab your old coin jars and get ready, because you might just have a treasure hiding in plain sight. Why are pennies so valuable? Cut to a montage of various rare coins with dramatic music in the background. First off, let's talk about why certain pennies become incredibly valuable. Coins can gain value for a variety of reasons, including mint errors, mistakes made during production, low mintage, a limited number of coins produced in a specific year or mint, unique characteristics, special design features or die varieties. The 1999 Lincoln penny is an excellent example of this. While millions were minted at the Denver Mint, a small number of these coins possess unique traits that make them exceptionally valuable. What makes the 1999 Lincoln cent special? Graphic overlay. A close-up of the 1999 penny, highlighting key features. So, what exactly makes this penny stand out? The most valuable 1999 Lincoln cents typically fall into 2 categories. Look for errors such as doubled dies, where parts of the design appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Another error to look for is off-center strikes, where the design doesn't align perfectly with the coin's edge. Pristine condition. Coins in near-perfect condition, known as mint state or MS, are extremely rare. The highest grade coins, MS 67 and above, are worth the most. Many coins degrade over time, so finding one in top condition is like hitting the jackpot. The $1.3 million coin, fact or fiction. For 01 to 6 o'clock, cut to news headlines about rare coin auctions with dramatic narration. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Recently, there's been buzz about a 1999 Lincoln Pennies selling for an astounding $1.3 million. While this exact figure is still under debate, rare pennies have fetched similar sums in the past. For example, a 1943 bronze Lincoln cent sold for $1.70 million. A 1955 double die cent fetched over $100,000. If a 1999 penny with unique errors or in perfect condition hits the auction block, it's entirely possible for it to reach seven figures. The current coin market is hot, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. How to check if your penny is valuable. 6:01 to 8:30, cut to narrator holding a magnifying glass and examining coins. Want to know if your 1999 penny is worth big money? Here's a step-by-step guide. Examine the mint mark. Look for the small d under the year 1999. This indicates it was minted in Denver. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot any doubling, cracks, or off-center strikes. Pay special attention to the lettering, date, and Lincoln's profile. Assess the condition. Coins with minimal scratches or where are more valuable. If your penny looks brand new, it's worth getting professionally graded. Get it graded. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll provide an official grade, which is essential for determining its value. Research recent sales. Look up recent auction results to see what similar coins have sold for. Current market value, 8:31 to 9:30, cut to a scrolling list of recent sales data for 1999 pennies.so. What's the actual market value of a 1999 Lincoln cent today? Here's the breakdown. Regular circulated coins, worth face value to a few dollars. Error coins can range from $50 to $10,000, depending on the type and severity of the error. High-grade coins, top condition coins, MS67 or higher, have sold for $20,000 or more. Unique finds. If a one-of-a-kind 1999 penny appears, it could easily fetch over $1 million at auction. The coin market is unpredictable, but one thing's for sure, these pennies are worth a second look. Cut to narrator organizing a coin collection in a display case. Here are a few tips to maximize your chances of finding a valuable penny. Search your change. Don't underestimate the coins in your pocket or piggy bank. Visit local coin shops. They might have rare coins for sale or trade. Join online communities. Websites like CoinTalk or Reddit's r/coins are great for learning and sharing finds. Invest in tools. A good magnifying glass, a coin album, and reference guides are essential for any serious collector. Conclusion, 10:31 to 11 o'clock, cut to narrator holding up a 1999 penny with a big smile. So there you have it, folks. The 1999 Lincoln penny might just be the hidden treasure you've been searching for. Whether it's worth $1.3 million or just a few $100, discovering a rare coin is always exciting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting tips. Thanks for watching and happy hunting!